Happy birthday, darling. Oh God, no. Oh, right. Happy birthday, darling. Happy 80th. Soon be mine. Oh goodness. Funny, loyal, a true friend. What makes Grandad unique? Oh God. His clothes. Well, like I say, he's a happy-go-lucky chap sort of thing. Always willing to help other people. Well, I suppose at the time it was the highlight of my life sort of thing, you know, the fact that you actually get married. Yes, it was a lovely day. Very smart. He had a charcoal grey suit with a royal blue lining, I remember. Yes, yeah, goodness, we had about 100 guests. Yes, it was, we had it in the Victoria Hall. My auntie made my wedding dress, made my wedding cake. Yes, it was lovely. He never proposed to me. It's always been a very sore point. He told his mum and dad that he wanted to get engaged. And then he asked my mum one day, and then he went up the garden and asked Grandad, my dad. And he said, oh, your dad said yes, it's all right. So I said, well, what about who you're going to marry? I suppose your wedding day, really, because everybody says, you know, it's before you realise it, it's gone, and so it would be quite nice to go back and do it again, sort of thing, you know.
Happy birthday, Daddy! Happy birthday! 80-year-old. Was brilliant, brilliant. One memory I do remember very vividly is when we went to Margate, I think, with Nicola and Mum, and there was this roller coaster ride that went through water, and it went up and across and down and into water, and I really wanted to go on it, and no one would go on it with me, and I remember crying and going, oh, I wanted to go on it, and in the end Dad went, oh, go on it with you then. So we got in this car and we were going up and up and up and up, and when we got to the top I started crying because I didn't like it, and he said, well, you're on it now, there's nothing you can do. And we went down and through, and it lasted about 2 seconds, but that always makes me laugh when I think about that. Oh, lovely. I remember him asking me at the door if I wanted to change my mind. Wish I'd taken your advice now. No, not really. Loved it. It was brilliant. I was so proud of him because I know he was really nervous about speaking, but he did really well. He did a bit of research, came across brilliantly. Everyone thought he was really funny.
I was standing there one morning looking out to the garden thinking, how am I going to get out of mowing that lawn? Suddenly a voice behind me shouted, get your bleeding haircut. And I thought, it's my old Sergeant Major. He's caught up with me after 45 years. And then I thought, Sergeant Majors never spoke like that. They used to put their hand on your shoulder and say, get a short back in the sides. In your own time, of course. Don't worry, in your own time. So I thought, I haven't been to a barber's for 30 years. And so my family were always saying how old I look. Why don't I come up to date? So on the way round to the barber's, I thought, I'm going to go modern. And I went into the barber's and I said, how are you doing? He said, what? I said, a monkey kid. Because I didn't know that barber was an Irishman. Friends, how can you stretch these speeches out? And he said, well, why not have a quiz? And see what the answer is. And the quotation I picked, which is very good for a speaker, is stand up, speak up, then shut up. Now, who do you think actually said that? My wife.
Happy birthday. I don't know how old he is. Happy birthday to you. Yay. Well, he does enjoy having a little nap in the afternoon, and then just like he loves grandma very much. Everything. Like, I've never literally met anyone like my grandfather. I don't really know. Like, just he's different in every way. He's very funny. He's a very funny man. He's very strong. He likes being smart. Like, always checks his jacket. Like, yes, I'm now ready. But there is one jacket he wears in every single train photo. Literally, he's never taken it off. Very, very nice woman. He usually say that he loves her very much, and then just like they always fall asleep at the exact same time on the sofa. So they're kind of like nap buddies, and then just like they're best friends more than just like a couple. They literally, he's just Grandad, the weird man that does very strange things on a daily basis and says about phones and changes them all the time, but then he still enjoys kind of playing with them for as long as he has them.
Message.
Happy birthday, Dad. It's 80 years old. You don't look a day over 79. You look amazing. He got drunk once when he was on holiday in Spain, and he smoked a cigar and he sung Danny Boy in front of everyone. And we all struggled back to the hotel. He laughs at my jokes, because they're really funny. I can't think of any funny stories.
How long?
Because Grandma puts up with Grandad. Funny little ways. Funny little ways. He buys loads of mobiles and he goes up the top of the garden and he rings her up. And he buys loads of watches, and he only likes certain foods. He only likes egg and chips and gammon and chips and roast. He don't like pasta and pizzas and things. He said, "Thank God, Steve, you're taking Nicola away." But as I've been on Songs of Praise, I'm going to sing a little happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, because you know I'm famous, I've been on the telly. I don't want this song going viral because I don't want no calls.
Happy 80th birthday, Grandad. Well, I didn't know what to have to say, so I had to think about it. Happy 80th birthday, Mick the Musher, the most well-known man in Salisbury. I'm looking forward to Saturday. It's going to be a really good weekend. Looking forward to seeing everyone and catching up with him. He didn't like noise. He was shushing us all the time. He was always showing us how well trained Max was and Henry. And even though we were so little and weak, he used to take us on 17-mile walks. Yeah, they were good, yeah. I remember crying in pain because they were so long. Yeah, I think you might have made us walk to Tisbury once, to see great-grandma in Stonehenge, I think we walked to. So, yeah, it was good. Not a lot. Chips. He likes prunes for breakfast, which look really nice. She'd say she loves him because he's a great dad, great husband and a great grandparent. Yeah, happy birthday, Grandad.
Yeah, so happy birthday, Grandad. Happy 80th, mate. Congratulations on this momentous occasion of 80 years of living on planet Earth. Congratulations, mate. Really pleased for you. And I also remember the long walks that he used to take us on, which have now gone down in legend because he used to take us out roughly 2 or 3 days away from where we lived in Coronation Road. And we usually get stuck out in some kind of desert, and it would be quite bad if we'd have no water left, and it would be pretty tough, but then luckily we'd find a lake and we'd be rescued by paratroopers and they'd take us back and we'd be fine. I also remember going to Kemnal when we were younger, and I used to say to people, my granddad loves phones, and they'd be like, really, how old's your granddad? I'd be like, well, he's in his 60s, and even my mates who were 13 didn't have mobile phones, let alone my granddad in his 60s, and people couldn't understand why a 13-year-old boy from a council estate with no money, who could only afford £1.20 for dinner money, had the brand new phone every single 6 weeks that granddad had given me. So thanks a lot for them, granddad. It kept me, people thinking that I was cool in school. And yeah, I've never had so many amazing phones. Even now I'm an adult and have my own job, I still can't afford the level of phones I had back then. So thank you very much, mate.
To be fair, when I was a child, you were the funniest man I've ever met. And now that I'm almost 30 years of age, you're still the funniest bloke that I've ever come across. You've always been the kindest granddad that we could ever wanted, and there's never been a single person that I've ever met in all of our travels in Salisbury, of all of the people we've ever met, who've ever had a bad word to say about you. They don't make people like you anymore, Grandad. Somebody who has had such a positive impact on so many people's lives. We're so pleased that you've got to 80 years and all of your family are around you today to wish you such a fantastic birthday and hope you have an incredible day. We look forward to you carrying on growing into your old age, enjoying your retirement and looking after our lovely grandma. Thanks for being an incredible father, granddad, and amazing husband. All the best, Grandad. Enjoy the rest of your birthday. Love you lots.
Okay. Mick, have a wonderful 80th birthday, mate.
Have you got any funny stories to tell about Grandad?
This ain't continuous, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't do that to me.
Yeah.
Well, let me think of something first and then go back.
I've only got 3% back ready.
Are you kidding me?
Come on, mate. Everyone's started quick.
I can't think of it.
Tell me about the time you asked Grandad if you could marry Mum, or didn't you ask him?
I can't remember what happened there.
Tell another story about Grandad when you first met him.
Oh, fuck, what can I say? Can you think of anything?
Well, of course, I weren't there when you met him. I weren't born. What was it like when you first met him? Was he hard on you about Mum, or was he alright?
No, he wasn't there. He was fair, very fair, mate. But it's not something you really don't want to hear this shit, does he?
So it's anything then.
Shall I ask Mum? And she
No,
might remember saying.
You, anything, come on.
Well, what do you want me to say? I can't think of what to say.